Hello, this is Bob Gray Sr. Welcome to Ministry Moments, Lord willing. Every Friday, 4 o'clock Eastern Time, we'll come together. And it's not a sermon now. It's if you want sermons, you can go to YouTube, get all the sermons you want. And but this is a time when I talk about things that have come up in my meetings and question and answer time and maybe just some very practical help. This is intended to be. The only war I'm fighting is for old time soul winning independent Baptist church, King James All Day Baptist Church. That's what I'm fighting for. So get your pen out. I want to talk to you about the nursery department. More people have been lost if introducing who we are and what we're doing by a lack of a good nursery. And the nursery department, Dr. Tom Neal's wife was the best. Uh, she's in heaven now. And what a tremendous lady organizer. And she helped a lot of churches across the country in this matter of the nursery department because it's very important. The first introduction that a young couple has when they come is that of the nursery. That's the first introduction to who you are and what you are. Is that and let's face it, if the lady's not pleased with the baby, take care of the baby, they ain't coming back. I don't care how great the preaching is or anything. If that baby, you got to take care of that baby. But anyway, get a pen out, write it down. Let's see if I can't give you some thoughts here that might be of help. You've got to revisit your nursery. You've got to go back, take a look at it, a fresh look at it, and look at it as if you were a first-time visitor incoming. Okay, here we go. Number one, give the best to the nursery. Give the best to the nursery. Give them the best rooms, give them the best workers, give them the best organization, and give them the best leader. Very important you give the best to the nursery. Again, this is the first introduction to young couples that are coming, to families that are visiting, and so on. It's the first introduction that you are going to, the first contact that you're going to have as far as the ministry is concerned. You may visit at the door, win them to Christ, pick them up, bring them to church. When you walk down that hallway and then you take their baby or babies to the nursery department, well, a lot of things begin to register in just from observation and so on by parents who obviously care about their youngins. So I say number one, give the best to the nursery, the best rooms, the best workers, the best organization, the best leaders. Your leader needs to, whoever this lady is, she needs to be have a meeting once a month. She needs to qualify the workers that are back there that take care of the babies. Number two, provide security. Provide security. Have an info card, an information card that they fill out when they come, first time they come, that they fill this information in detail out about their baby. There may be a certain thing they worry about as far make sure they get the right bottle, make sure they get the right pacifier, make sure that they are given there's some uh, uh, specifics that the parent will say, my doctor or whatever, this is what, but I don't want to all be on that information card. And I have an information card there for them to fill out for you to have for a record. We're talking about the nursery department now. Number one, give the best to the nursery, give them the best rooms, the best workers, the best organized, or best organization, the best leader. Give that to them. All right. Number two, provide security. Have by having information cards for them to fill out, a nursery sign-in sheet when they go to bring their child, they sign in, and have a number system so that there's a number associated with that baby and with the parent that signs in. And then the parent, of course, has that number already signed in, information, everything is there. You want to provide security. When they go back into that service at Sunday school or preaching service or wherever it might be, you got many Sunday school classes and so on. There ought to be a sense of, I don't have to worry about my baby. The nursery workers ought to be dressed with smocks. They ought to be uh, set apart, ought to have a name tag. There ought to be an association immediately with secured the security of the child. It needs to be that assurance that they have. All right, we're talking about nursery department now. Number one, give the best to the nursery. Number two, provide security. Have them fill out an information card. Have a nursery sign-in sheet. Assign numbers that the parent has and the baby has. Number three, provide safety. Provide safety. Information on the right bottle, on the right pacifier, the personal instruction that the parent wants to give to the nursery leader at that time. And there ought to be a sense of, they've covered all their bases. If you can provide that stability, then you'll provide security. I would talk about the nursery department. Uh, First of all, you ought to go back and take a look at it. Really, you should. If you're a leader, a pastor, a leader, you want to go back and look at it. Some of you have never been back there. All right, nursery department. Forget it. It's really the key to this introducing everyone to your ministry, new couples, new families, and so on. Number one, give the best to the nursery. Number two, provide security. Number three, provide safety. Make sure they get the right bottle. Make sure that they've got the right pacifier, and so on. Number four, only the parent who drops off can pick up. Only the parent who drops off can pick up. They have a number. They sign in. Only that parent can come back and get that child. And you're going to have to be very strict about it. And you tell them now when they leave, just say, look, you have to come back and pick up the baby. That's going to give them, if they go to their Sunday school class or they go to the preaching, it's going to give security to them. Yeah, they're expecting me to come back and get my baby. We early 70s. I'm part of the first 4 year. I've never been to college once, but part of the first 4 year class at Hiles Anderson. We didn't know what a nursery was. The American Baptist denomination that we were involved in at the time, and nursery. We just kept the baby in there, and they squalled. The preacher preached louder than the squalling did. So to us, it was new. But boy, did it brought, not Scott, bless his heart. We put him in the nursery at First Baptist of Hammond, and you could hear that kid crying all the way down the hall. I remember my wife stopping and saying, "You think he's okay?" Yeah, he's fine. He'll be all right. And he was just getting his lungs ready to be that preacher that he is today. Okay, we're talking about the nursery, and we felt at ease too because they were well organized. The nursery department. Number one, give the best to the nursery. Number two, provide security. Have an information card for them to fill out. Have a nursery sign-in sheet. Have a number system. Number three, provide safety. Make sure they got the right bottle. Make sure they got the right pacifier. Be sure they have the personal information. Number four, only the parent who drops off can pick up, and tell them that now. That here's your number. This is your baby. But you, ma'am, are going to have to come back and get that. But you can't send your husband. Can't send somebody else. You'll have to come back. Number five, have an evacuation plan. Once a quarter, we would go through an evacuation plan so that everybody knew exactly what to do in case there was something that occurred. I remember when our church got to booming and growing, people come with wild stories and say, boy, they once you get inside, they lock the door so you can't leave. No, we locked the door so people couldn't get in. I didn't want them slipping in the back, stealing the baby, or slipping in and causing some problems. We didn't want that to happen. So it's so funny. My wife and I went out to eat, and what was then the Hot Biscuit, and Eddie Noel was the owner and one of our deacons. And so I was sitting there, and this crazy guys behind me started running me down, running the church down, and it's just saying outlandish things, like if you had long hair, they kicked you out. You measured your skirt that was too short, we kicked you out, and so on. And then he said, of all things, he locks the door so they can't get out once they get in. And I finally had enough. And I stood up. My wife said, don't, please don't, please don't. And I went back and said, hi, man, how you doing? I said, do I know you? No, I think we've ever met. Well, hi, my name's Bob. Great. And I asked him, have you ever been to Long Beach Temple? No, I've never been. I said, well, how come you have so much information? So everybody in town knows that. See how wild things can get. And the truth is, we did lock the door so you couldn't get in and steal a baby, or cause trouble. Once the service started, that just for security's sake. All right, nursery department. Number one, give the best to the nursery. Number two, provide security. Number three, provide safety. Make sure you have information down, the right bottle, the right pacifier, personal instruction if there is some from the mother or dad. Number four, only the parent who drops off can pick up. I tell them before they leave, now look, you have a number system. You come back. We can't give the baby to your husband now. You'll have to come back and get the baby. Have an evacuation plan. We had it written out. And number six, we practice it once a quarter. Once a quarter, we want to make sure with the nursery director got everybody together. And this room here goes out this door, and so we were near an exit where we could get out in case of evacuation. We had a plan, and we practiced it once a quarter. Number seven, update cribs, walkers, and high chairs. Oh, this is so important. It's about time you got rid of some of those toys we've had back there since 1908. It would be a good time to get rid of them, you know. But you need to update your cribs and walkers and high chairs and so on, and get rid of those old toys. Good grief, raise some money, do some good. But once in a while, you need to decorate, you need to paint, you need to update everything. Why? Because this is your introduction to young couples and the families that are coming in. Number eight, have workers be certified for first aid. You go to your local fire department, they will come in and train your nursery people on first aid, CPR. They can become then accredited, licensed to be able to do that. And that's so important because in case something does happen, but your local fire department will help you with that. Your local EMS people will help you with that. They helped us, and our people went through training and were there. Next, have first aid kits available. Have first aid kits available. Make sure you've got first aid kits that are there and available. Again, get the local fire department or the EMS there are people who will come in and train you for emergency sake. And that's very, very, very important that you do that. And then next, have an updated and accurate roll. Records are very, very important. And so you need to have a record of attendance. You need a record if people are missing, then gives us a chance for the nursery workers and nursery leaders to go soul winning out and not that, but visit also the people who've missed. And it's a good way of getting them involved and go. So, Mrs. Jones, we sure have missed you and your husband, especially little Oswald. I like that name, Oswald. Okay, we're talking about the nursery department now. Don't forget, this is the first introduction these young couples have to your ministry, whether you run things right, so on. We had people come and join our church because our nursery was first class. That was the introduction. We had it because we started on time, choir, and everything was just right, no wasted time at all. People notice that. People pay attention to whether you're organized or not. I know your hell, fire, damnation, King James, all that, so on and so forth. But hey, you ought to do things first class. It's a shame you've got the right message and the Presbyterians got the right property appearance. Anyway, number one, we're talking about nursery department now. Number one, give the best to the nursery, best rooms, best worker, best organization, and the best leader. Number two, provide security. Have information cards for every baby. Have a nursery sign-in sheet. Have a number system. This is the number you've signed in. We have your baby. This is your number. Now, number three, provide safety for them so that they not worried about getting the right bottle, not worried about getting the right pacifier and so on. And number four, only the parents who drop off can pick up. And you make sure that's clear. Say, not Mrs. Jones, Mr. Jones cannot come back and pick up this baby. You'll have to pick up that baby. And I say have an evacuation plan. And next, practice once a quarter. Next, update your cribs and workers and your walkers and your high chairs, and get rid of those toys. You're good, how about spending a little money? Might help a little bit. And by the way, decorating, upgrading everything. We used to upgrade our bathrooms every 5 to 6 years. Because after a while, you're going to get in there, and you got to spend the money. You got to spend the money. Now have workers certified for first aid. Get your fire department to come down Their EMS, there are people that will certify you. Workers have first aid kits available. And so they know where they're at and have an updated and accurate role. This will give you a chance to visit, get into their homes. You don't want to just take care of the baby, you want to take care of the family. That's very, very important. Well, that's the nursery department. Boy, I really finished quick today, didn't I? God bless you. Thank you for being a part of Ministry Moments every Friday. Ministry Moments, YouTube, Bob Gray Sr. Subscribe. That way you can look at it at your own leisure. And I promise you that these will be very practical and very help. I'm not fighting. I'm not in a fight trying to punch somebody in the snout that doesn't agree with me. I'm trying to give you some practical pointers that'll be of help. God bless you. Thank you for joining. See you next week. Now, tomorrow's soul winning, so you make sure you go soul winning. Well, people to Christ, get them lined up. God bless you. Have a great day.